Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
We are gonna go here, and we're gonna zoom into this window so everybody can see everything.
Hello.
Hi, Mom. We're on the internet now.
We're
Unless
TV
you...
Are you
TV
winning,
stars.
son?
No.
Let's go with this. This feels good. Oh, that's a little loud. All right, welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is the Gladiators, episode 17 of their campaign. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and everything you are going to see is going to be live storytelling. Anything can happen in any direction, and we got a nice little fighty fight tonight. What else do I need to go over? It's been so long since I did this, like yesterday. Okay, we're playing in Ilderon. It's a world of our own creation. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to ilderontales.com, and the link will be in the description of this YouTube video if you're watching this not live. Additionally, if you're under the age of 14 and you're watching, please turn off or stop the stream and go talk to your parents, because you're going to see content that's not appropriate for you. And I believe that's everything I need to go over. I got Twitch chat open, but if you want to talk to the players or anybody like hanging out, jump into the Discord. You can type !Discord or look in the description of this video and you can join the Discord and you can talk in the live campaign channel. Gladiators. Let me make sure I've got the right logos on the screen so I'm not misrepresenting you guys. Alright, and let's jump into the recap. Last session started on the 31st. Last session started on the 31st of Noble, and the party had just arrived in on the island of Gia. Which reminds me, I need my notes about the city because I don't remember off the top of my head. But I'll grab that afterwards. The party just arrived in the island of Gia. They spent the night there. Regus had ran off for the evening to carouse. After Regus was carousing for the night, he got into perhaps something that wasn't the best for him and woke up the next morning with a fungal infection inside of his head that was actively impairing and manipulating his thoughts. The party decided to go and try and get Regus the help that Regus needed and get him cured of this fungus. They took him to a doctor in the city who was able to inspect Regus and work on Regus to help get him cured of said fungus. After a lengthy inspection and performing a greater restoration on Regus and Regus paying for it out of pocket, the doctor was satisfied with the work and gave the party a charm. That it was a little charm or trinket, I remember, that was for like good favor or good health, and then sold you guys some health potions. Once everybody was leaving and on their way, or leaving and being about on their way, the doctor pulled Brewbark aside. Specifically, the doctor told Brewbark that there is a druid living in the town that is southeast of here called Seagrow. The druid was from a place called Betrayer's Isle. Betrayer's Isle is where some of the nastiest people in Ilderon live, and specifically the druid used to fight for the Archblight. He has renounced his ways, or rather his any claims to the Archblight, and have claimed to have put like his past behind him and is turning over a new leaf. However, the doctor doesn't believe it, as he believes like this fungus is the work of said druid. After realizing that Brewbark wasn't with that druid, the doctor dismissed him and said, all right, go about your way, and let him leave. The rest of the party the whole party went to connect with their sponsor, who was receiving news and information about the coming arena battle, and that the arena battle may or may not take place the coming day. There is pressure to move the arena to a town called Seagro, and if they do that, there will be some logistical delays that stop this week's match. While receiving this information, the party bumped into the current arena champions. What were their names? Nope, not the Idaras. Geokyphros Arena. Teneri, Adalith, and Zonilri, who were the current reigning champion, or rather, one of them's the reigning champion of this arena. The other two are contestants. They weren't very pleased themselves with hearing this news, and pointed out that the new policies in Geokyphros are kind of making it hard for much of anybody to function in the city. With that, the party decided to look into these matters and perhaps get them sorted out. They had 3 different leads. There is the druid inside of Seagro, who is kind of the leaning political pressure behind the movement to have the arena move to Seagro. There is the crime lord Drenevo, who used to be the biggest supporter of the arena being here and now is advocating for it to be moved. And there is also the Nazarim sergeant, the precognitive mage who claims to be able to see the future and is preventing lots of crimes before they even happen. The party decided to start asking Drenevo some questions first, and went and found him outside of the town. As they were questioning him, they asked their arena sponsor to try and heal him in case he was infected with this fungus. She did, and he fled from her, evading her grasp. Seas grabbed him, and Seas discovered that this was a illusion that was covering this man. And I believe I said we were going to start with initiative.
Brandon, real
Yes.
quick, before we started initiative, I did say that I was going to play hold person on him.
They're going to be in the initiative order because aggression's already been unleashed on him. Like, when Tayden told you guys to grab him and you guys made athletic checks at him, that's the start of combat.
No worries. I'm still driving. Could you possibly click initiative for me?
Yep, I gotcha. Alright, let's see. Let's remove turns, and I will take and move us over to the grid, and I will explain what is going on here. Alright, this guy is here, Drenevo's here, party is here, C's, I'm gonna move C's next to Drenevo. I'll put Brewbark here. Millie's here. Who is this? That is a orc. That is no longer needed. I'll put Timbuktu here. And you guys have your sponsor with you. Alright. Tayden tried to grab him, and he moved out of her grasp. I will put Tayden there. Alright, so if you look at this combat grid. I don't know how mobile it is going to be. We will see. At that, let me explain what's going on. So you guys are in Clayside. It is the quarry on the side of Geokyphros. If you see where these yellow shapes are, these yellow shapes are essentially cliff sides. Going to the yellow shape, the space that it occupies is slanted or vertical cliff sides that are too steep to walk up and require athletic checks. Falling down or getting pushed off the side of them, you will end up on the other side of the cliff face. Anywhere you see a purple line, it is denoting a decline or increase of the terrain sloping down into this cliffside quarry. And the purple terrain, the slopes are so intense that for the purple area, it is difficult terrain just moving up and down those parts of the ramps. Anything you see with the red roofs and the squares around it, those are buildings, and the gray blob is the road you came in, and the you guys are in kind of like an outdoor lounge area overlooking the quarry. I will roll there are other NPCs here on the deeper into the quarry. Like you can hear the rocks being hit and kind of look over the cliffside and see some people mining and moving stuff. However, they're not relevant to this combat, so I don't have them on the grid. All right. With that, let's
make them relevant.
Make them relevant.
Make them relevant.
All right, give me a second to go roll up 8 different NPCs. With that, let me grab some dice and go ahead and click your characters and roll initiative, and I can handle rolling Rhubarg's initiative.
Do you want to make Zeeth and XV not look like they're dying or something like that?
Yeah, I'll go and click their thing. Let's see.
I think I can do it. Hold on.
Initiative for Brewbark.
I should probably roll. Hold on.
Let's remove that
Oh.
and remove that. Nice. And then remove that and remove that because you don't have any failed death saving throws.
Yay.
Always the best part of a session, not dying. All right. I'm controlling XV2. All right. And let's see. Let me pull out Dranevo and the others on my screen. All right. You need your initiative rolled, and you need your initiative rolled, and you need your initiative rolled. Where is your button? There you go. All right. I guess I'm controlling too. All right. Tayden ain't no slouch. All right. I'm controlling a lot of people in this combat. Do you guys want to control any of your missing party members? I am okay with controlling them. I was just giving you the offer if you want to.
Who exactly is missing?
XV and Melise.
I'm fine doing one.
Okay.
I can control XV.
Alright.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Let's see. Wesley and when I control lots of people, I try and make good plays, but I don't spend time making, you know, the most optimal plays. And I know sometimes that gets on people's nerves. It's just like, why would they do that? And it's like, well, because I've got about 8 NPCs I'm controlling, so
Yeah, pretty much.
sometimes they rage and move forward and attack a person.
Okay.
All right. You each have access to those sheets. All right. Let's see. Who won initiative? Of course you did. And that's not a water elemental. That is a spore elemental.
I don't have access to Zeeth's page.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Worry about your character first. Okay, so
I forgot to do it.
Explain what is going on real quick. As C's grabs Drenevo, you're going to see the other two people at this table start to rise up out of their seats. The one on the far side of the table becomes engulfed in a cloud of spores, so much so that you can't see his person. From beneath the flesh of the one nearest to the party, vines start to lace out from its skin, parts of its skin unraveling, and its fleshy appearance dissipates as you see it is entirely made up of these vines. With that, Timbuktu, it's your turn.
Well, the enemies are this one and this one.
Yes, and you know, Drenevo does not want to be healed by Tatum.
Well, I guess I can start by try punching this dude. I guess.
Okay.
Not punching, sorry. Wait, I'm gonna slice him. Yeah, but you attack that.
All right. Let's see. You are attacking the one nearest to you.
Yep.
That is gonna hit. Roll me damage.
12 piercing.
All right. You hit that one for 12 piercing damage. Let me grab something I can record this on.
Yeah.
God, life is so weird when you're out of scrap paper. I guess I'll just use a note card for this encounter.
Right.
All right, we got a 3x5 note card. You guys can't do too much healing and damage this time. I'm kidding. I'm going to name this one Vine, or I'll just call it V, and you dealt 12 points of damage to it.
Yeah. And can I do stun strike with an attack, or it has to be a fist? Melee weapon. Yeah, I'll stun strike.
Yeah, when you hit with a melee weapon, or when you hit with a monk weapon. But yes, go ahead and roll me damage, or whether he rolls a save. Yeah, against your
Constitution 13.
All right, it is going to pass it.
Okay, then I'll Fury of Blows for 2 punches.
All right.
Let's see, come on.
Hits. Also hits.
So first one does 7. Second one does 14.
Woo! 30. Okay, 12 plus 21 is going to be 33 points of damage. All right. As this viney monster starts to unleash all of these vines from its skin, preparing to attack the different party members, Timbuktu, you promptly put this thing back in its place. Go ahead and tell me how you kill it.
Oh shit, really? God. Well, since my punch was one of my last strikes, And I'm assuming I'm shorter than it.
Yes, you are.
My last punch goes up in the groin area, and he's lifted up a little bit off the air. It falls.
All right. With its final breath, it says, "I am Groot." I'm kidding. All right. I'm gonna remove it from the. I'm gonna remove it from. Well, actually, I'll leave it where it's at, and I'll put it to 0. 0. All right.
Do you want me to roll for his initiative as well?
Wait, who?
Melise?
Oh, yeah, go ahead and roll me Melise's initiative. Okay, cool. The Spore Elemental is going to move here, and then it is going to move here and here. There's no way it can get 3 of you guys in its attack. At that, the Spore Elemental is going to occupy all of your squares. It is a large cloud of spores and fungus. And as it does, the spores and fungus are going to start swirling around violently. Give me a strength saving throw for Tumbutu and Regus. Give me a strength saving throw for Regus now.
Yep, hang on. I think... Okay.
You got this. I know you could.
Well, I'm double checking what special things I have, because I think okay. And
All right. Whew. Starting off great. As a spore cloud violently raptures around you guys, you each defend yourself in such a way that it bludgeons you out of its space, pushing you to either side of it. All right, that is its turn, and now it is Drenevo's turn. Drenevo, who is currently grappled. Drenevo, who is currently grappled by Zeeth.
Seize.
Oh, Seize, sorry. Is going to turn into a cloud of spores and gas himself. Just give me 1 second.
Aw, I was looking forward to an opportunity to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Alright, sees Drenevo turns into gas rather than trying to fight to get out of your grasp. He is the cloud of gas, and spores slips around your hands and fingers as he floats away from you. He moves 10 feet away. His movement does trigger attacks of opportunity if you want to make one.
Darn right.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Okay. sure I'm getting the right one.
20 is going to hit. Roll damage. All right. Your Warhammer smashes through his form. Doesn't seem to be that effective. I'll
Okay.
mark him as D. All right.
Does it seem like he's resisting the damage or something like that?
Yeah.
Does a Moon Touch Warhammer count as magical? Count as a magical weapon for damage purposes?
No, I believe the Moon Touch ones just glow.
Okay.
All right. That
Right.
is. I'll double check on that one, but yeah, that is his turn. It is XV's turn.
Okay. This creature's dead, right?
Yes, as much as it can be dead.
Okay. Let me double check something real quick. 'Cause I'm not. Let's see. Okay. XV is going to minimize the sheet, move 5, 10, 15, 20, and are we trying to take this dude alive or not?
If
Real quick,
it was the actual guy, I'd say yes, but I don't think it is, so probably best to wipe it out.
Yes, Brandon?
Oh, I was going to say something, but then I realized I needed more knowledge, so
You
I
can't,
stopped
because
myself.
it's plot stuff. If that's the case, what action is it to summon that tentacle thing?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, well in that case, she's gonna summon a tentacle right here, and the tentacle's gonna make an attack.
Okay, roll me an attack roll.
Let's see.
You do deal 4 damage to him, by the way, for C's.
Understood. Oof. Wow, what is...
All
okay.
right,
Nice.
you guys are just flying out of the gate with this combat. That's nice.
Alright. 6 whole damage. Roll minimum damage on a crit. Speed
Alright.
is reduced by 10 feet. I should still have my action, correct?
Yes, you do.
Alright. And in that case, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this dude. I believe that's 3. Is it 3 at this level? Level
I think
6?
you get 2.
Okay, we'll go with 2.
Okay,
So
cool.
here's 1, 24.
Real quick, I'm making sure. Eldritch.
It's at least 2.
Vacation, Font of Magic, Grasp of the Deep. As a bonus action. Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, give me 3 attacks at him.
Okay.
Or two.
2 attacks.
Yeah, for Eldritch Blasts.
So his speed is reduced by 20 feet because of Lance Lethargy. I'll go ahead and roll damage for this one. 4. Because minimum damage again. Rolling that second attack. Where is it? So much stuff. Okay, here we go. 16.
That's gonna hit and hit. Roll damage.
Alright. 9 force damage, and no, he can only so his speed is reduced by 20 feet because of the tentacle and the Lance of Lethargy.
All right.
And that's XV's turn.
Let's see. I got that damage recorded. Drenavo, you see his form fuzzing in this gaseous cloud as he flickers between coming back to and staying dissipated. Is looking bloodied. All right, it is Brewbark's turn.
Brewbark is going to shift into bear mode, and with Final Strike, you get some lovely stuff going against these mist-looking things. So things that have resistance or immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. So I'm going to just go ahead and I think I'm going to attack the big boy that's sitting in front of the beast.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
We're still on the first round, right?
Yes.
Okay. You forgot to add me to the turn order.
I didn't forget to add you. You probably didn't click your character when you rolled initiative.
No, I rolled.
Yeah, you rolled initiative, but you have to click your character, and then when you roll, it automatically adds you. But I will add you right now.
Does the
See, I didn't even know that was a thing. I click my character as in my token, or
yeah, when you click your token and roll, it automatically adds you as long as you have it selected. But I just added you, so we'll get to your initiative.
Okay. No, I was just confused.
All right. Go ahead
21?
and wait. What's giving you advantage? It's just going to be a 21 on that first attack.
Yep, just 21. Yep.
Okay, 21 hits. And you can roll damage. And then it's going to be just that first 7, and then go ahead and roll me a second attack if you want to.
I like how I just bit into a cloud and hit, but I can't swing my giant bear claws and hit anything.
Yeah, that second one is going to miss. All right. Let's see. That is Brewbark. Oh, I accidentally resorted it and it moved XP down. XP took her turn. It's Zeke's turn.
Alrighty. So that elemental is taken care of. So I'm going to. What is the range on this? You know what? I'm looking at the wrong. Sorry. I know what I'm going to do. Just. Okay, good. I'm going to need Senior Druid to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
You mean Drenavo?
Yeah, Drenavo.
All right. What are you doing?
I am casting Crown of Madness.
All right. Here we go. Believe in yourself, Mr. Drenavo.
Oh no. Okay.
You know, last night when I played with the scholars, I had like 3 crits in a row. It's fine tonight.
Let's see. He is charmed. Let's see.
What is the spell you're casting?
Crown of Madness.
Okay. And he spends his action attacking the nearest person to him.
Well, that I command. I'm going to see if he'll run up and attack this elemental.
I don't believe Crown of Madness gives you that much. It's hold on, I got it here. Crown of Madness is one humanoid of your choice you can see within range. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown appears over their eyes. The target must use its action before moving on each of its turns. to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turns if you choose no creature, or if none are within its reach. So you can't command him to move to people and attack, but if he gets near anybody that he can attack, then you can command him to use his Crown of Madness.
Well, then I'll command him to attack the tentacle.
All right.
Might not have been the best choice I could have made. I should have chose Bane. Yeah, that was my bad.
All right.
Making it not resistant to physical damage would be super nice right now.
Dranevo is wait, that's it's not his turn. It's Zeeth's turn. Okay. Seize, it is now your turn.
Okay, well, much that I'm getting resisted and everything like that, he's gonna stay on Dranevo.
Did you hear me say earlier your weapon dealt full damage to him?
Oh, I thought it. No, I didn't miss that. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought he was
I
resistant
looked
still.
it up, and yeah, your weapon did full damage to him.
Sweet, move up, dish it out.
All right, give me a attack roll. That is going to miss.
Second attack.
That is going to hit. Roll me damage. All right. He is still looking very bloodied.
Okay.
All right.
That's me done.
That is your turn, and it is the Vine Blight's turn. All right. It is. That's the end of its turn. It's Regis's turn.
Okay.
So. I hate that the map is spazzing out for me. Well, since I'm standing next to the elemental, and it looks like the others are also going to getting advantage from me being where I am. Correct? Or
Incorrect. We are not playing with flanking rules.
oh, okay. For some reason, it won't zoom in. It won't zoom in on that area for me.
Okay. Perhaps I can give you a little bit more explanation.
The lady that's beneath me.
That
That's-
is Tayden, your sponsor.
That's an ally.
Okay. Okay. Then we got the elemental thing that's to my left. Then there's some fat chubby dude that sees fighting.
Yes,
Looks
that's
like
Dranevo.
Okay, and then there's another one beneath Tumbuto.
Yes, that creature is at 0 HP. I'll put an X over it.
Okay, so then my best bet is probably going to be to stay where I am so that that thing doesn't attack Ted, whatever her name is.
Tayden. Okay.
Tayden. And I'm gonna go into a berserker rage.
Okay. Oh, are you gonna make any attack roll, or are you just raging?
I'm pretty sure I can rage as like a free action.
It's a
bonus action.
on
Yeah,
your turn.
I was just looking it up.
All good.
Yeah, bonus. Yeah. So going into a rage, gonna use reckless attack and making
23 hits.
Hey. Ooh.
Alright.
So,
That is going to deal 14 plus 3, 17
Lightning.
points of damage.
and then I get my second attack.
Alright, roll me another attack.
Okay.
That is going to hit. Roll damage.
And that's another 9 plus 5 lightning, so that's another 14.
Alrighty. Alright, the elemental still looks good for the fight. Oh, let's see, whose turn is it? It's now Melisa's turn.
Melise will start by raging. And by raging, there's wild magic. And that wild magic, let's see, that's 8. A brilliant beam of light lances from the chest, 5 foot wide, 60 foot long line. Each creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage and be blinded until starting my next turn.
Alright, and I'm
So it
assuming
needs to make
he's
Constitution.
unibeaming the elemental.
Is it party members too?
Yeah, if it's a line, it's everyone. So, yeah. Assuming
So
he's
no.
just gonna hit that elemental. And you said it was a Constitution saving throw? It is going to fail that save.
Oh, sorry, what the hell happened?
Oh no.
Hear me though?
I can hear you.
Did you hear what I just said though?
I did not, but I just looked it up. Constitution saving throw or 2d8 radiant. All right. Can it be blind? Oh, it can be blinded. Interesting. All right, I need to see what that means for it. Go ahead and roll me that damage. You still have your action.
I'm gonna do double swing with reckless attack.
All right. Give me those attack rolls.
Oh, whoops! Forgot to put advantage. But that's one swing.
Yeah,
I
the
guess.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll the next one.
This one I'm actually gonna put advantage on it. There we go. So 22 and 22 for both swings.
Hit and hit. Roll damage.
So that's a damage. So that's 13 plus 6. That's 19.
Let's see. You deal 19 points of damage to it.
Plus 11 from my rage, which is total 30.
Okay. Thank you so much for adding that up. It is bloody.
And blinded.
All right. I'll adjust its HP in a second. That was Melisa's turn. It's Tayden's turn. Tayden is going to move down here. She'll occupy the same square as the tentacle. Or, you know what? She won't. She'll move there. And she is going to... She already used Lesser Restoration. Well, she didn't have to move in close to use Guiding Bolt. But at this point, might as well. She'll use her bonus action and make a spiritual weapon attack at Drenevo. That will hit, and she'll deal 6 points of force damage, and that is going to cause Drenevo to fall out of his cloud. And that's going to be 40. All right. At that, she'll look up at the elemental, and she'll cast Sacred Flame at it. And the elemental will make a dexterity saving throw to move out of the way, and it's going to avoid that damage. It is Tumbutu's turn.
Yes, I will continuously slash at this elemental being with my Yutaka.
Give me some attack. Miss.
Then I'm
advantage. It's blinded.
Oh yeah.
That is going to hit.
That's 8 damage, and as a bonus action, other than Fury Blows, what else do I have? I don't think I have much. That's offensive, so I will just do Fury Blows, I guess. So 2 unarmed strikes at advantage, right?
Yep, go for it. All right. There's a 27, and you already rolled the 2 up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the first 2. That's going to hit and hit. Roll me damage on the first 2. Let's see. 14. Woo! Still sniffing, boss.
And I will move 5 feet back, because when Fury Blows, I get the disengage action.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself on the screen.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Let's see. Think. There we go. All right. This cloud is looking very bloodied. On its turn, it moves here, occupying all of these squares, and it uses its Spore Cloud ability again. Give me a strength saving throw for Melise, Regus, and Brubark.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, you said strength saving throw?
Yes, a strength saving throw.
That's my advantage, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, Melise is going to fail that.
That was a natural one, by the way.
Okay. Brubark is going to fail, and give me 1 for Regus.
You said a strength saving throw?
Yes, a strength saving throw. Alright, Regus also fails. Everybody in the cloud takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. You are also restrained.
Since I'm raging, I take half the damage.
Yep, you half it, to each person who needs it, halved. You are restrained while you're in the...
Brandon?
Yes.
I have advantage on strength saves while raging, so it's actually an 18.
Is it advantage on strength saves or strength checks? Is that a berserker feat? Because normal rage is just strength checks.
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Ooh.
For Barbarian.
Is that everybody raging? Let's see.
That's
on strength saving throws, so actually Melise is not going to fail that because he would have advantage on that too, because you are both raging.
Ah!
Yeah.
The more you know about barbarians. Yeah, so that 18, it's still, the DC's 21, so, no, I'm kidding.
Oh.
What?
Wait.
You both pass. Brubark, however, is restrained. Brubark, you take 15 points of damage. While you are restrained, you feel as though you can't breathe as these spores rage around you. Inhaling them and exhaling them doesn't provide you any. Well, I guess you get oxygen, but it doesn't provide like the relief of breathing. That it feels like you're suffocating. All right. That is its turn. Oh, by the way, it bludgeons Regus out of its square. Regus passed its check.
Okay, since I passed the check, do I still take any damage, or was the check only to be grappled?
The check was against its Spore Cloud ability. You don't take any damage. This one doesn't deal half damage on resist.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is its turn. It is Dranevo's turn. All right, and it is now Brewbark's turn. Brewbark is restrained. You can use your action to make a strength check to try and push your way out of here. Unfortunately, you cannot make a acrobatics check or dexterity check to try and weave your way out of this cloud.
Come on, 17.
All right. That's all right. That's gonna make it. Brewbark, you are no longer restrained. You're still inside of the cloud. You can move with your movement, though.
I assume I'm not able to attack.
No, your action was the strength check.
That's kind of what I assumed.
Hold on, I lied to you. If at the start, you cannot get out of it. I lied. I'm sorry. So I'll give you back your action. You cannot get out. Another creature can make a strength check to pull you out. You are restrained until you choke to death. I'm sorry about that. The hope just to take it away. I was like, okay, now what happens? Oh, wait a second.
If I'm
you still
gonna be dying, can I go ahead and attack him?
Yes, a restrained creature speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Doesn't say you can't use your action for things. Your hands aren't, or rather your claws and mouth aren't tied. Let's see, attack rolls. Oh, the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage though while you're restrained. The 18 and 16 hit. The 13, or wait, I'm sorry, the 16 hits, the 13 misses. Roll me damage for the bite. Brewbark, you are going to try and bite at this cloud. Its form is swirling all over you. Every time you turn in a direction, all you see are these fungal spores kind of clouding your vision, choking your lungs, trying to roar. You kind of find something tangible in here that your teeth claw onto. You reduce this creature to 0 hit points.
Woo!
How do you kill it?
Even after I keep chomping into the thing, I'm just trying to keep fighting around and spraying on
Eric,
breathing.
Eric, I love you.
Yeah?
And I like giving you hope to take it away. I'm sorry, I just looked at my notes. It had 18 HP left, not 10. It's not dead. Oh, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry!
Killing me, Small.
I was just like, okay, let me type it on there. And I was like, oh wait, it's at 18, not 10. My bad. The thing is, all of this is on stream in the future, so people can see that it's just me making mistakes. Alright,
let out a guttural scream, even though he just has very little oxygen left.
Alright, yeah, so it starts going down, but it finds new life. Alright, that's Brewbark's turn. It's XV's turn.
Alright. So, is this guy... Hold on. Sorry. Is this guy dead or well? He's surrounded. So I'm just going to move the tentacle into this space. As a bonus action, it's going to make an attack at the elemental.
All right, give me that attack roll.
Let's see, 15.
15 hits. Roll damage. It's blinded. You can make it with advantage. To Brewbark had advantage.
Oh.
Brewbark also had disadvantage. That 20 could have definitely killed it. I'll allow damage on that 20 roll after this damage is calculated.
8 damage.
8. Guess how much HP it has left?
Are you
Just for the
sure?
record, Brandon, he would have attacked something else if that guy was already gone. So that would have changed the turn.
All right. The elemental is going to go down, being reduced to 0 HP. How do you kill it?
So that tentacle is just going to whip out and grab, like, whatever facsimile of a head this thing has, and just, like, give it a really sharp, abrupt twist, and keep twisting until it stops moving.
All right. At which point it's
And
going.
then it's going to do a little wiggle dance.
At which point, the elemental is going to eventually stop twitching and just kind of decay into like a pile of rot. And let's go to some relevant music. Here we go. We'll go to this. All right. At which point, you guys were victorious on combat. Oh. I need to roll 2. Tayden is crowded, or is over Drenevo's body. Lots of things are going to be happening, and I'm still going to be moving in 6-second intervals. So I'm going to just try and describe to you guys everything you see. For C's, over Drenevo's body with the illusion now faded, you can see that there is this, all of these black veins going through his face, and wrapping around different areas of his head. It is underneath his skin, and you can tell that he has been definitely infected by whatever fungus Regus had, to a much more intense degree, as it not only, the veins extend from his face, some of them go down his neck into his shoulders, as he has probably been like this for some time. That said, Tayden's damage was lethal, and she is going to roll a medicine check on her turn to try and stabilize him, to stop him from bleeding out.
Okay. So it looks like it was Drenevo at least, but he's been pretty thoroughly taken over then?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as everybody around the Vine Blight is still twitching. It is dead. It's not moving in any way that's meaningful. However, it doesn't look like it's moving in a way that's meaningful, but it does seem that the roots of its vines are just reacting in natural ways that plants do, of just kind of rooting itself in the ground and still twitching a little bit. Does anybody want to do anything before I move forward?
Oh, wait a minute. Rooting itself in the ground?
Yes.
Ooh, rip that up.
Yeah. I'm going to start slashing at that.
Is there wasn't there a table or something nearby that we can just like put it on top of maybe so it's not able to root?
Yeah, you can put it on the table.
Okay.
Brubark would like to do maybe a nature check or something to see what he might know about this.
All right, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Not too shabby.
Brubark. You haven't seen or encountered anything like this in your time, but the way that you're like looking at this creature, you like the way you're looking at this and the way like you're thinking about like how these vines and things are working, it's definitely dead, but it can definitely in death pass on, seeds, roots, fungus, spores to grow more of whatever this thing is. In so much as this thing might not be dead, but more so in a death
Dormant?
hibernation. Yeah. It's like fruit, Fruit falls from a tree, and then it's like, the fruit's rotting, but then the seeds sink into the ground and like a new plant grows.
I'm going to alert the party to be careful that the spores are still a danger to the party. Oh, sorry. Switch to my humanoid and then say so, rather than just rawr, rawr, rawr.
Then we should burn it, probably.
I start a sample somewhere.
I start pouring some of my alcohol over the roots.
All right. As you all are doing this, and you've placed it on the table and you're pouring the alcohol, the creature starts spasming, and it is actually going to pop back to life momentarily, looking around at the party, and it's I think it's gonna make an attack at you.
Who?
Probably, I would say Brubark, being near it, whoever lifted onto the table, and Tumbutu.
Well,
Okay.
C's was already suspicious, so he'll take a swing at it as soon as it starts to look twitchy.
Okay. All right. It is going to. It's gonna do that. Vines start to burst out from its body, and each direction. The three of you can give me a strength saving throw. And yeah, none of you are restrained as it shrieks at each of you. C's, go ahead and give me that attack roll. Oh, I see it up there. That's gonna hit. Your minimum damage knocks this thing back down into the grave.
Light it on fire now.
Yeah, somebody burn this thing.
Let me see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anybody have fire?
I've
If
got
you
a
don't, I
bartender.
do.
I have a tinderbox.
Does XP
Alright.
have firebolt?
If none of the
She-
magic
supposed-
inclined people throws, like if Tayden or somebody doesn't throw down some magical fire real quick, he'll pull a oil flask and a tinderbox and light that bitch up.
It already has alcohol all in it, so you don't
Hey.
need the oil.
And there's never such a thing as too much lighter fluid. All right,
True fact.
you are able to light this thing aflame, and it is going to go up very, very quickly. At that, as this thing is burning, the rest of the party turning their attention to Tated. She has stabilized Dranevo on the floor, and she's going to look up at the party and say, oh, I have her sheet open over here. Okay, it's just like, why won't you open, lady? She's gonna look up at the rest of the party and say, "I still feel a heartbeat in his chest. He hasn't been claimed on life, and I think with enough treatment, whatever happened to him can be undone. We should take him to the authorities."
Definitely. Oh wait, what about that smaller one? Is that doing the same thing and trying to take root or anything like that, or is it good and dead?
It was the vine blight, the smaller one that was taking root. The spore elemental rotted away.
Okay, just want to make sure everything is good and dead before we head out of here.
As you guys are like gathering around, I guess like whoever's deciding who's going to carry Drenevo.
I got him.
There are going to be 4 Nazrim soldiers marching down the road and walking into Clayside. As they approach, you can see that they are out of breath as they've been either running or hustling straight here. At which point, one of them is, let's actually roll this person up. He's gonna speak up and say, "It's just like the sergeant said. All right, don't worry, we're here, and we can take care of this individual. Our mage reported that a crime was going to happen at Clayside. We were a little bit too late to assist you."
They can tell that guy is infected, right?
Yeah, they can see.
I'm gonna say that some sort of restoration magic may help, as we had someone infected, but we cleansed that.
How do we know you're actually Nazaram soldiers?
How do
How do we know you're not infected?
How do you know infected with what? One of them's gonna say. And how do you know they're Nazarene soldiers? They are completely in they're completely in their Nazarene uniform and have their insignias on their chest. But I feel like even beyond that, they'd probably be able to tell you their rank.
Well, hold on a moment. I agree with getting this one back to some healers and authorities on this situation. However, if you take him, I don't know, he might infect you. I think I might be immune to it. So let's all go together.
Elise is going to speak up, and he's going to he's going to cast Detect Magic
on these individuals.
Yes.
Okay.
He can do it 3 times a day. Does he sense anything from the soldiers, illusion-wise?
He senses magic from one of them. The other one, he does not.
He points out the one that he senses the
and
magic
it's not illusion magic. He senses magic, but
okay.
Not illusion.
He's going to say that there's magic coming from that specific soldier to the party.
For the safety of your fellow soldiers, divest yourself of any magical items. This one had an illusion on him when we met him. Or you can use my method of magic detection. He flexes his fist.
Wait.
Kombucha's
One of them's gonna look at you and say, "Can you clarify?" Not really understanding that magic method.
You have magic on you.
Tambutu's gonna go around like pretty much covering their escape down the road, just in case.
If you are stripped naked and unconscious, then and still have magic on you, then it's this illusion fungus thing. If you don't, then you're fine.
Oh, all right. So the one that so there's 4 soldiers here. there are 2 officers among the 4. The one that does have, or that is afflicted by magic, if Melise uses his action, he can determine that this is. Oof. Actually, I have to go and look at what school of magic this is. Melise can see that this is enchantment magic.
Yeah, okay, so you'll relate that to the party.
Alright, and at that,
Is enchantment a problem or probably fine?
the soldiers are going to start looking at each other like, what is their rank? 'Cause that's gonna help me out. Nazram. We're corporals in the we're corporals in the Nazram force.
What?
I was thinking of something else. We're corporals in the Nazram force, and we're infantry to be deployed eventually. We don't use magic. The other one is going to she's going to step forward and say, "All right, if you want to carry him back to the pillar, then you're more than welcome to. All right, let's move out."
No one's leaving until we figure out what magic's coming from you. Well, we know like what it is, but why?
Do you have an item that is magical on you? If so, just set it on the ground briefly. We're not going to take it. We just want to make sure that you're not infected with this stuff and have some kind of magic on you.
She's going to say, "I don't have any magic on me."
Well, you have magic on you that you don't know about then, which is even worse.
She's going to pull out her coin purse and say, "Only thing that ain't mine are the coins I traded earlier." She tosses it to the floor. She's still, like, from Melise's perspective, still giving off enchantment magic.
Still happening.
You have been enchanted against your will, then, or without your knowledge, at least.
Or she's telling she just lied to us.
That too. I have a lie detector too, but it's not as effective. Just fist again.
Let's see. How was my insight? Could I? It's not that good. Can I insight see? Can I insight and see if she was trying to hide something here?
Go for it.
Hey.
She's going to shrug and say, "Look, if I've been cursed with something, the mage at the pillar, or the sergeant at the pillar, can figure it out. I feel fine, though. Felt fine the whole time I've been here in Geokaifros. Wesley, from what Zeeth can tell, yeah, she's acting earnestly to each of you."
She's not lying.
Wait a minute. Regis couldn't say anything about the local administration. Maybe try that.
So I've got one question for you. Says Zeeth.
She's listening.
How do you feel about the How do you feel about this administration that arrests people before they've committed a crime?
She's gonna tilt her head and say, "I love what Sergeant Idera's done. And it's really astounding the way she's been able to employ divination to help make Geokaifros a more safer port."
You don't think that it's problematic that people don't have a chance to defend themselves, or that they're being accused of something they haven't already done yet? That's not justice.
The other soldier who's there is going to say, "Look, we're we're just corporals and privates. It's against the Nazrim code to speak out against your superior. If
So
you
you're
have a problem
slaves.
with-
You do not have to believe this, and I'm giving you an out. But say the following words: the government is not working, and this is wrong. Whether you believe it or not, I need to hear those words just as a test.
If that's a persuasion check, I'd like to assist him on that.
The soldier is gonna say the government's not working and I believe it's wrong. I wouldn't have signed up for Nazram if I didn't believe in their cause.
The fact that you could say it is important. Now, what about you? Points to the next one.
She pauses for a moment and she's gonna open her mouth to speak and say, it doesn't feel right to let those words come out of my mouth. I took my post up for a reason.
You're enchanted. You're under somebody else's spell.
Unless you could say those following words.
At this, I feel like she's going to get really offended. And say, look, just because I have honor and dignity in my actions, that does not mean that you can just sit here and slander the work that I do for my post. If you want to carry the prisoner
You
back...
can be
say
the
the
best
words.
soldier of all time, but you need to be able to say the words that it is not. Or you have to speak out against it. And the symptom follows that you cannot. So this is our diagnostic test.
So,
Now,
Brandon.
so you guys know when Regus was on... Well, when Regus had this fungus, it wasn't that he couldn't say the words, it was that there was more so of cloud kind of blocking his thoughts. He was essentially drugged.
Right. That's what we're trying to establish here.
I know you guys are trying to establish that. The character herself can't think past her own cloud, but you guys do have proof she cannot bring herself to say those words. Where it's just do the bad thing. And she
can I offer a persuasion check to explain the situation and try to get her to say? So I want to explain the situation with what happened with Regus and the magical inhibition to say it, and say that's why we just want you to say it. We're not asking you to denounce anything. We're literally just checking to see if you're being compelled against your will.
Hang on a sec. Brandon, out of character, are you saying that she's basically proven that she's not able to say the words?
Yeah, you guys have seen her open her mouth and try to say them, and she hasn't been able to, at which point she said it doesn't feel right to say them.
Well,
okay, so then we basically know she's got it, or there's something similar going on there, right?
All right. Well, then I would like to try to persuade the other soldiers to make them understand what's going on.
Okay, give me that persuasion check, and I'll also allow it as a performance if you want, of trying to accurately, give the list of events and things that happen in a convincing manner.
C's will assist.
All right.
Okay, how's C's helping out?
He'll point at the black veins or the markings or whatever on Dravos.
Dranevo? Okay.
Dranevo, sorry.
Okay.
And say you need to realize that this affects your mind, and this fungus thing right here will change what you can think. You may be infected and you don't want to end up like him. You'll probably lose your mind.
Give me that check. Them fat, juicy rolls. And by juicy rolls, I mean rolling a 10 and having a plus 10 to persuasion.
Right.
At which point, the two privates who are here, who have been kind of silent, are gonna start talking back and forth. And then the corporal is going to say to the other corporal, and he'll say, all right, come back to the pillar, and you submit yourself for inspection. If you are really infected with this fungus, we can't let it spread across the port too much. Idera will know what to do.
You realize that your Adara might be infected as well.
He'll say, well, we'll go to the sergeant above her, who is the lieutenant.
Just be aware. That's why we want those words that we talked to you about. That's how you know. Because they literally can't say anything against the establishment if they're infected.
Which I'm now starting to think that it is the establishment who's made these corruption.
Or
Just
the
be
corruption's infiltrated the establishment. Same difference in some ways.
Just be aware.
As a
Alright.
soldier, I can tell you that you're usually going to want to follow the chain of command, but when your chain of command is potentially corrupted, different militaries, different protocols. So, soldiers, what is your protocol if your chain of command is probably corrupt or compromised?
Yeah, the privates are going to look to the corporal and say, oh, we follow the corporal's orders. The corporal is going to say, well, in deployment, it would be separate yourself off from the group, especially if somebody else got corrupted on life. You don't want to act as a food source for them. In any case, signal for reinforcements and make a defensive fortification. That's a little less so when it's happening right here in the port. And
True. You can find some place to hole up, but I suggest finding a trustworthy third party to assess your situation as far as whether or not you're infected or compromised yourself. Pointing at the one soldier that seems to be infected.
The one that's infected, is that the same one that we sense magic from, or is that a different one?
Yeah,
Someone.
it is the same one. They're infected by enchantment magic. At which point, the male half-elf that you've been talking to, he's gonna say, ah, shit, I was just coming out here for an ordinary assignment, and now you're telling me there's a fungus running around changing people's minds.
Hey, we just came here to compete in the arena. So imagine how we feel.
It's gonna exhale and say, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired.
That's the military life. Weeks of boredom, a few moments of sheer terror. Best get used to it now if you want to stay a soldier.
I would probably keep your distance away from the infected, at least a little bit.
No kissing.
Definitely not. Also, it at least is curable, unlike fighting the undead. So, like I said, do you have a healer you can trust? Not military?
He's going to say, well, all of our resources are inside of East Pillar. The woman is going to speak up who's infected and say, my mom knows a good bit of healing magic.
By all means, then.
A greater restoration spell we know takes care of it.
He's going to look over at her and say, but your mom lives all the way in Seagrow. How quick can she be here? The woman says, well, I just visited her last week, so I can go back by horseback and bring her to town.
That's probably not a good idea. We don't know how this is spread.
We know of a healer that can probably get the job done.
We should
Costs
probably
a
go.
little money, though.
We should probably go talk to that healer to order more supplies that he needs for this stuff, because we don't know how many people are infected.
True. I think the goal here might be, if we're going to try to do this bottom up, heal the healers first and then let them work through the population.
Yeah. And we need to find a way to easily identify who's infected rather than having everyone be opposed to being searched.
Speaking the words is so far working, so it's not too bad.
But some people may still be against it through their own willpower.
We can,
Right.
but there's the difference is, she was going to say it, but she couldn't, and then she got defensive.
Or some people won't even try to attempt to say it.
I think they will.
Well, one thing at a time. Let's get this one fixed.
All right. As you guys go walking down the road, as you go walking down the road, the soldiers in tow next to you, or either surrounding you, the corporal is going to drop to her knees. She begins screaming in agony, clutching her face. You can see underneath her hands as she is wailing that the fungus is spreading underneath her skin, that those same black veins are overtaking her face.
Knock her out.
At which point, you can attack her, but as you approach, she stops and looks up at you. Her eye is blackened by this, and speaks with a voice that doesn't wholly sound like hers. I'll let that attack roll go through, but you can stop the hammer. But the words you hear right before you attack her is a very charming. My dearest arena contenders, I see that we have, and that is the moment you swing. Do you stop your hammer or do you go for her?
I'll hold a moment. Learn something useful.
As she is on her knees talking up to you, she's going to continue and say, I see we have common interests. It appears
Probably
that you
not.
have stumbled onto something that has no interest or bearing to you. I think we can simply help one another. You wish to compete in the arena tomorrow? I am one that can make that happen for you.
Rhubarb, since there's no combat actually started, we'll put on a hold person on the girl.
Okay. Go ahead and yeah, I guess you can, or rather she'll roll a contested check against it. She rolls a 11 before any bonuses. What's Brewbark's
Spell save DC.
yes.
I'm probably blind, but where would I see that?
It's on your spell sheet at the third page of your character sheet. It's in the upper.
Oh, I've spell save DC 14.
14. All right, so she needs at least a +3 in order to get this. So let me calculate what the wisdom saving throw would be for a soldier in her position.
She have a 16 wisdom.
Or proficiency in wisdom saves, that would help. Probably not.
Well, I would like to guess not.
All right. Well, Nazram, their whole job is fighting a disease-ridden undead. So training their soldiers to be able to resist, the effects of such magic. Wouldn't be beyond them. but I am just looking at. All right, so she would have a +2, and she would not be proficient in wisdom saves. So that's going to land her at 13. She fails it.
So Brandon,
Yes.
when this entity or whatever speaks, says we could help each other, Zeeth would like to speak up real quick, and this would be as a persuasion. Like,
Okay.
you know what? That's a good idea. Let's figure out a place we can all meet and discuss this in person.
She cannot respond. She's paralyzed.
God dang it.
How about we pick up here next session?
I'm down for that.
Wait a minute. You can
Alright.
speak while paralyzed.
Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you could.
because you can breathe when you're paralyzed. Otherwise, you would be suffocating.
Let's
Depends
see.
on the details of your paralysis, I guess, but
Paralyzed creatures incapacitated and can't move or speak. That's the first line of paralyze.
Jesus, man, come on.
I was trying to roleplay here. Ah.
Yeah, well,
That's fine. We'll pick up here next session.
Yeah.
The whole
Sucks
person's
to
only
suck.
for a minute, so
All right.
I hate to be hasty, but I do have to dash and go eat dinner.
yeah, all good, all good. It's about our stopping time, anyways. All right. So yeah, you guys don't go and tell the authorities that somebody's infiltrated them. What do you think? People had to work hard to get this to happen, and what are you guys gonna do? Just throw it all away? It's no
Yes.
fun for anybody.
Well, how about this? Anybody in the party that has listened to or sees talking about anything in the past, he does not like slavery, and this whole thing is mental slavery, so he is probably gonna fuck shit up. So if you wanted to not get involved, sorry.
All right.
well,
I'm also ridiculously happy about that combat encounter too. Like, you guys obliterated it, so I don't feel bad about the next one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one was a CR7 encounter, and the next
Oh.
one is a CR14. And I was like, is it wrong to throw this at them?
Probably.
No,
Yes.
probably not. They'll do fine. And then it's like, okay, look at what they did to something on their level. They just tore this place apart.
yeah,
We're
but
good.
you see how well we rolled. That's the big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of crits there and stuff, and you were rolling
Mostly
garbage,
crits.
honestly.
Yeah,
But-
we'll see. If the counter needs to be adjusted in the future, it might, but we'll play it by
Look,
ear.
we signed up for challenging combats. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
So,
it's gonna be
Brandon,
fun.
what's I don't remember the calculation exactly. So, normally CR14 would be faced off with, say, 4 characters or whatever, 5 or 6 characters of
14
rank
level.
of 14th level.
Yeah.
We're getting crushed. Yeah, we're
Well, no,
totally-
you guys
Well-
have 7 people, so you move up in
Okay.
your challenge encounter because of your action economy. So
Here's the thing, though, about CR. It's really finicky, and
especially once you get to anything that's supposed to be above 10.
so it's not perfect science by any means. I've had 4th level parties just crush 12th level CR 12 encounters. It just depends on the creature, what its abilities are, and the party
the
composition,
group
and the competency of the players, and all the a bunch of stuff. So it's okay. It's not a perfect system by any stretch.
And thanks
So-
to Brewbark's rumor, you guys have an idea of what you're walking into. Somewhere lurking in this region, there is a spore lich. It is not a full lich, but it is a very powerful creature that is doing
With a
all
lot
of
of
its
XP.
controlling. Yeah. But yes, let's do experience. I'll do combat experience, and then let's see. That thing was 2,900, and then Drenevo was 500, and the Blight was 200. So that's 3,400 plus 200, 3,600 divided 7 ways. 2,000. or 3,600. I'm not going to include Tayden in that because she basically did exactly what you guys would have done. 514 experience per person, and that's the combat experience. And I'm going to give everybody a second milestone too.
Nice.
You guys are on the edge of fixing the lay arena. All right, we're going to end there. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm going to end the broadcast, and have a great afternoon. All right, thank you guys for showing up and playing, too.
Bye.
What was
Thanks.
the total amount of XP added?
5,000, or I'm sorry, 514. Could you imagine?